Somebody.
Producer Ismail Majak.
Matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot matan, junub matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga, iye ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga. Agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating bugalam da ayet po galam da akeu jodogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbaki mayadi agalam merianda akeu jodogo wana jagdit agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating bugalam da ayet po galam da akeu jodogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbaki mayadi agalam merianda Matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot matan, junub matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga, iye ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga. Agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating bugalam da ayet po galam da akeu jodogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbaki mayardi agalam merianda akeu jodogo wana jagdit agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating bugalam da ayet po galam da akeu jodogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbaki mayardi agalam merianda Matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot matan, junub matan, Indijot kir mayar matan, Indijot ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga, iye ranwel wapayen nga, ranwel wapayen nga. Agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating agalam gagating gagating gaber gagating bugalam da ayet po galam da akeu jodogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbaki
kudwal do my friend Bit Kadi Wapwal. Welcome to the show and welcome everybody. Good evening and good night and good morning wherever you guys standing in. My name is Madit, and we have wrapped it up for celebration of 43 years of SPLM, SPLA. And for that, that is one of the historical moments that for all of us South Sudan to celebrate. May 16 is an important day for all of us, even though we have some of South Sudanese who don't like the May 16. They come up with all of these tribal politics. They call themselves and quote as an opposition. Uh, and they've been doing a show. Actually, for those of you right now, I'm not going to be able to host it in Clubhouse because there's a group running there. So I just don't want to interrupt them. So let them continue with their topic. So I'm just live this. I do this live show in Facebook, YouTube, and also in Twitter. Anyway, welcome to the show. So today we are having about this May 16 event. So the reason why we focus on this important history event for our country is because there are some of South Sudanese. Every year when the May 16 come, they will come out and talk negative about SPLM, SPLA. Okay, they will make some accusation that SPLA, SPLM is not. They didn't. There are some of the event happened before SPLA Haraka, the movement came into the event. So they acknowledge those events, but they don't acknowledge the SPLM, SPLA. So for that, so these people, we need to call them out and we need to condemn them. This is not how you play the politics, okay? Yes, if you are, I always give them an example. If you are like opposition against the government, and when there is an event like this, like SPLM, SPLA Day, those two events, SPLA Day and also July 9, this very important day that all of us can unite as a South Sudan, regardless our political affiliation, our tribal background. When those days come, we have to put all these differences aside and then come as South Sudan to acknowledge, to celebrate, to remember our loved one, because that's South Sudan costs the human life. So millions of people die because of our referendum, our freedom. So, and what caused the referendum, and then we got our independent of country. But now our South Sudanese are taken for granted. A lot of chaos going in the country, and the people are so divided, based tribal, based of politics, whether back home and diaspora. So we are having a long way to go. Yeah, you know. So I break down the step three. So the first thing, we are talking about the 40 years of SPLM, SPLA. Let that reflects, and I'm calling the leaders, the SPLM, particular SPLM party, the leaders of SPLM party, the mother of the ruling the party in the country, which is SPLM. I'm calling the leaders to reflect for these 43 years later, what did we achieve? What did SPLM achieve, okay, after struggling for 43 years? And what will be the legacy for SPLM, SPLA, after the struggle, long 21, 22 years of struggle? And then what will be the future of South Sudan? So the SPLM party is a steering wheel for the South Sudan to the future. So the question I'm asking J1, our current president, Salva Kiir Mayadi, Kayalek, what will be your legacy after you left the presidency? This is because you are the first president of South Sudan history. Okay. And you need to leave your footprints. Okay. The history will never forget you from the struggle time to the moment. And before I continue with my talk at Junubin, let me acknowledge today, yesterday in South Sudan, as president has met with General William. I remember when the SPLA day, once president shed the tear when he saw his comrade, his long comrade, General William Deng, the one that they been in the bush for 21 years. He shed the tear. The emotion the president have, you can see in the picture. That motion alone can tell the 1,000 words. Okay? But the Junubin, let me take this out from the screen. The anti-peace element, the anti-progress of South Sudan, and the anti of SPLM, SPLA, the anti of our freedom, the anti of president, they came out with this negative talk in social media. This is why you guys see Madit always to make a time with our media platform to respond to these people, negative people, because these people that are not South Sudanese. I told them 2 days ago, I confront this individual in social media. I told them, you guys, if you don't celebrate May 16, you don't celebrate Unite 11 or Unite 9, you are not a South Sudanese. Okay? If you don't acknowledge the 16 May, you don't celebrate, you stand with millions of people who lost their life, you are not a South Sudanese. Why I say this to them? It's because these people, whether they are idiot or they are just full with hatred or tribal hatred in their heart, they think that SPLM is the Haraka of a Dinka. That's what they are calling it. Yeah, Jama. You see how this our South Sudan mentality is? President Salva Kiir Mayardit, when he saw his comrade, he shed the tear. And today, or which is yesterday in South Sudan, President finally met with General William Deng in J1, and he gave him a key. He gave him a key for a car, okay, Toyota. That is not just a car, ya Jama. This is simple, because other negative South Sudanese are talking negatively about this. But this is a simple of once President Salva Kiir and General William Deng, when they left to join Dr. Garang, when the time May 6, 1983, when they start the movement of SPLM, SPLA, there's a car that the tribals, President Salva Kiir has a car. And that car, they push it to the water, to the river Nile, before they leave. And today, for 3 years later, this is a story moment. And this is a symbol of that car that President Salva Kiir and General William Deng push it in the water. That car of today, President give it a key to General William, is because it's simple for that day. They remember. It is not just a car that President give it to General William Deng. It is remember their old days, the struggle time when they were in the bush. What they did, that is the meaning of that car that President give it to William Deng, General William Deng. So president did that. But guess what? These so-called opposition or rebels, they are talk rubbish in social media. And I don't care what they are talking about. Okay? There's nothing they can change in South Sudan, in politics. So we have to acknowledge and appreciate our heroes. We have to appreciate our veterans. They sacrificed to start from President Salva Kiir, General William Deng, and the entire SPLA veterans. Whether they're still in duty or they're retired, we have to salute them, you know. And this is the meaning of how you be a citizen. If you acknowledge, celebrate the life that they sacrificed, they give when they were young for our freedom. This is the time for us as a citizen. Because I was young by then. I was not born. I was growing up in SPLA, and I see a lot when I'm my young childhood. So at this time, it is for us to thank them for their contribution and for their sacrifice that they make to our country. This is what we should do as a citizen of the country. But guess what? Other side of the aisle, they are not doing that. So today we have to celebrate for them, and let's talk about 43 years of reflection. We need to do reflection. Not we need to do a soul searching. Not only President Salva Kiir, not only the SPLM leadership, all of us South Sudanese, but particular my message going to SPLM leadership, the current ruling party. What's your future? So I break down of these 3 times. So let us talk about this, okay? 43 years of SPLA reflection. We need SPLM needs reflects after 43 years. What will be the legacy? What legacy is that SPLA give us a freedom, give us our country, so-called Republic of South Sudan. That is one of the legacy that nobody can take away. Okay, that is the legacy. So the future, what is the future now? This is a big challenge for the ruling party, because seeing the SPLM achieved the independent 2011, and then 2013, 2 years, little 2 years. 2013, the horrible civil war break out. That's what give us today. So the future is still always the SPLM journal always say that one of the leaders said that we are among I think it's Dr. Lam or somebody here probably said the SPLM always say that we are among but we are machine it down. But if you know you guys are crumbling around, you fall, we will get up, we fall, we will get up, but you guys are pushing forward to the future. But the future of South Sudan, the SPLM leadership need to focus for that. So on this discussion that we will examine 3 important areas, okay? First thing is we will explore the legacy of SPLM, understand its history and impacts on South Sudan past, okay? Where we have reflects on the movement play in our lifetime, okay? Shaping the political or society that we are in, and the foundation of our nation. And the second part that I'm talking about is about we will discuss the struggling of SPLM, the long journey toward the freedom in 2011, and silent determination that we did, and focus on their sacrifice, that the hardship, and also those who dedicate themselves to the liberation struggle, like President Salva Kiir, General William, and also Dr. John Garang, which you guys see, he's one of the guys in this picture. These are the history picture that I'm playing on the screen, to see. Those people that who are talking about ravage, negative about SPLM. These are the people who sacrifice. And these pictures, President Salva Kiir is there. President Salva Kiir in day one is there. All the pictures. You cannot take away that from him. Regardless your political differences against President Salva Kiir, you will never take away from that. And we always appreciate and will give him credit. So that is what I want to let these people know. And the final, we will look ahead and discuss the future of SPLM and South Sudan as a whole. What will be the future of SPLM, as I mentioned before, and the country as a whole? The opportunity, that responsibility, and also the nation vision. So we need to talk. The SPLM need to talk about the responsibility because they are the ruling party, and their responsibility as a ruling party, how they can shape the country, and how do they move the country way forward. These are the things that we need to reflect, and this is what SPLM leadership need to reflect on for the 3 years. They need to reflect on this. They need to build on this. The nation vision, what they have for their vision for our nation. Remember when SPLA, during the late leader, John Grant, said that the SPLM vision is take the blame to the people. So after this is the vision after SPLM won the war and they liberate us from Arab. Now, what will be the vision of SPLM? Take the blame to the people. Now we have seen that they take the town to the people. Now we are seeing the blame is coming to the town, which is awkward. The SPLM party, ruling party, need to go back to your vision. Do not let these people talk about the vision of SPLM die with Salva Kiir, die with Dr. Garang Lumabio. Okay, so you need to work on this. The future of the country is on your hand. Okay, the citizens now are suffering because of this senseless war. So those are the things that we need to reflect on and discuss. The SPLM need to focus on. So let us talk about the legacy of the South Sudan Liberation Movement, known as SPLM, remain one of the most significant chapter in the history of South Sudan. Yes, I don't care what those people talk about. The SPLM, SPLA is not there acknowledged like, oh, we are going, they are going back to 1955 to read mutiny. They acknowledge that, you see? And they go back all the way. And I asked them, Jama, if you don't appreciate the work of SPLM, the sacrifice they did, you cannot talk about the failing movement. 1955, okay, well, it's one of the event in our history, and it will be recorded in our history. But the question I'm asking them: did 1955 achieve their goal? The answer is no. Why is it you go and celebrate the failing movement? Why is it? And some of them, they are coming out through the article and talk about the media that, oh, they acknowledge the referendum and the peace and all of this. They give credit to General Pagana Mom. Yes, Pagana Mom is one of the liberator leader. It's a part of the people that who sacrificed, who fought for our freedom. But do not say that talk about, oh, Pagan is no, Pagan is a part, but it's a group, entire SPLM leadership. They did play the role. You cannot go and take a credit from SPLM, from President Kira. You acknowledge Ganamo. You have, when they make 16, you have to celebrate all of them, including Ganamo, including the people that were not even those junti, they who fought, who sacrificed their life. You have to acknowledge them. But guess what? The tribal mentality kick in. They don't talk. They don't acknowledge. They just see everyone like should come out and acknowledge their own son. Equatorian come out and acknowledge their own son. Like what of this you do? Are you kidding me? All of South Sudanese, all 64 tribes, they contribute to our freedom of our country. And when the day like this, we have to acknowledge them. You should not come out and choose and pick. That's not. It is sad. It's not a good thing, you know. This is divided us more. This will divide it us more. So to understand South Sudan today, one the more understanding the journey and sacrifice that the impact of the movement that shaped the nation struggling for the selective termination. Yeah. So when so when so when the SPLA was founded in 1903, it emerged during the period of political frustration. Okay. So and the demand for justice, the movement, okay, become a platform that mobilized thousands of South Sudanese young and the women, also young boys, and they went to Ethiopia to train and go and fight. Our women, the villagers, they did a lot. Women cook food. I remember when I was there, I see my mom cook food and they deliver food to the nearby block where the SPLA forces are in to give them food to eat before they go to Amaliyat. Everybody contribute for that. Okay. So that is the movement. The SPLM become a platform for mobilization of thousands and thousands of South Sudanese. Any other marginalization group, not even South Sudan, even farther north and Sudan, they contribute to the South Sudan uh, freedom from the Laba. So the political change and equality right for many citizens joining hand during the struggle was not a simple political decision. It was a commitment and vision for the freedom and dignity for our people and for our country. That's what SPLM did. One of the strongest part of that SPLA legacy is sacrifice. The sacrifice that the people make, millions of people die. That is one of the legacy. Okay, we sacrifice the shed the blood, the heroes, these people you are seeing on screen. So they sacrifice their colleague, their comrade die for our freedom, and we don't acknowledge them. Thousands of men and women left their homes. See, 1983 and 2000, until 1983 until 2005. Okay, this is a time frame. People were travel go to Ethiopia training, go and fight. Okay, thousand young women and men left their homes, family to participate in liberation struggle. Yes. Okay. Many lost their life, and others in those displacement, like us, we have been displaced. Millions of South Sudan displaced across the world, around the world. Many die from hunger, disease, suffering, all kind of stuff that we have went through. Their sacrifice, our sacrifice, become the foundation upon which South Sudan eventually was founded on and achieved the independence of 2011 national. And this idiot in social media don't see that. They don't see that. They are enjoying life in diaspora, and they're just sitting there. They have a free Wi-Fi and they're just talking rubbish. Discredit the SPLM. A shame on them, right? Shame on them. And you will stay as a loser. A loser always remain a loser. When you celebrate the failing movement that they didn't achieve their goal, and you are celebrating them, that makes you are a loser like them. So the SPLA also left the legacy of the of throughout the years of the war, the hardship they endure, many people continue to believe in the possibility of a better future of our country, our people, our families. The community survive difficulties, conditions, while they maintain the hope that one day they would have a nation of their own, which is we achieved in 2011. That we call our own nation, and now that nation that we achieved in 2011, we just throw into the track like that. We achieved the nation, but we fail to build the nation for the next generation to come. And this criticism is not going to go on to SPLM itself. It's going to entire opposition, because those opposition are the member of SPLM. Before they abandon SPLM and create their own movement. And their own movement, it will be history. It will be seen that the movement, whether there is SPLIO, the real SPLM, SPLM DC, USP, or whatever the name, they have come up with how many hundreds of party, some of them that previous party. They will be seeing in history that these people, they are failed like the rest of the movement that they've done in the past. Kanyama, this is really, it's really sad to see that our people doing this kind of things, that they are not working hard for our country. Okay. So another important part of the legacy that SPLM achieved, the liberation struggle brought together people, us people, entire has like our background, whether you're from Shulu, Dinka, Nwa, Madi, Murlej, Nwa, Kwakwa, Nyangwara, it's what right. I remember when I was in Jijamar, we were a mix. Okay, entire. So we don't have like we have a different ethnic background, as Yammer, and we call ourselves as brothers. We see our brother like the way now people are divided. We see some people, oh, this is a thing that you will not talk, and then we are separate one another. No, we don't have that during our good time. So it is really sad to see how after we achieve the independent people now divided based ethnic line. This is sad. This is sad. The SPLM and the rest of the opposition, they need to work hard, especially the leaders of this movement they create. They have to talk to their supporters. I don't know why they are silent. Those of Pagana Mom, those of General Tommy Chirillo, they need to talk to their supporters. They need to talk to the supporters. They're divided among our community, our people. They are using tribal politics. If this is the future, what will be your legacy, General Pagan? Because you are one of the father of the SPLM. You are part of the struggle. You cannot let that go. And you call yourself a real SPLM. You feel like that SPLM is in you. That's why you maintain that as you call yourself real SPLM, but your supporter Pagan are dividing us every day in social media. Talk about tribalism. It's divided among us in our community. You need to talk to your supporters. Okay. General Thomas Rilo too. You need to talk about his supporters too. The NAS movement. Even though you don't have a power on the ground, still your people are dividing people around. So you guys need to do that. You need to talk. You need to work hard. Yeah, to be a leader. You will be known as in the history of South Sudan that these people they create a movement that dividing our being based on ethnic line. That's a bad record, right? That would be a shameful to be known like that. for the great work that you did during Haraka. You just come after all of this work you've been went through your packet, and then you allow these people to tarnish your image like this. So your followers need to stop their rhetoric in social media. So these are the things that you are one of the generals that I respect during Haraka time, and you are one of those people that I will look up to when I was a kid. So this is not when I grow up. Now found this that's not no. The next generation will not want to read your background or your history to end your chapter in a bad way. Start your history in a good way and then end it in a bad way. That's not good. Okay. So while the challenges and the division exist in our community, the movement help to uh, shape, share a set of purpose among many South Sudanese. That's how SPLM did. We came one in the bush, we did not know one another. And when we were in the bush, we, as special gentlemen, we have to know one another. Everybody will come from the work of life. Okay. So, however, the legacy also require a honesty, reflection. That's SPLM, you need to work hard. Your legacy, you need hard work. If you need honesty, you need to be honest with people, with the citizen. Okay. The independent that achieve a major objective of the struggle, but many citizens continue to ask whether the broader goal of justice, peace, development, and unity have been fulfilled. Right, that the legacy is not only measured by victories in a war, it is also measured by what happened after victory. Yes. So after SPLM achieved their freedom, you got a country. So what after what? After July 9, 2 years later, all this victory that you guys did for 22 years. Hmm? So people are asking, this is the reason why our loved one died. Do you guys want our loved one who died during the war, they die in vain? Hmm? So the victory that you achieved during the Arca, you erase right now. Okay? People will not talk about what happened in 22 years. People will talk about at this moment, the future, where South Sudan heading to, as the ruling party, SPLM. That's what people will talk about. Yeah, the history will be there 22 years. Yes, you achieved this, is good, it's done. Now, what the future of the country? Where are you taking us? Hmm? Are you driving the country into the sea? Or are you driving South Sudan into the future where there's being we're yearning for? These are the things that we need to ask our leaders to do better. It is a measure that by the institution that you guys are in the common, the leadership, peace, and the well-being of citizens, you guys are not met. You guys didn't met those. You didn't meet those. Yeah, SPLM. Hmm? The leadership of SPLM, the ruling party. You guys have a long way to go. We are watching. So, how South Sudan moving forward? Okay, perceive the positive legacy that SPLM mean the unity, respect, and sacrifice of those who fought, promoting a peace and ensure that the future of next generation uh, heritage a country from reflects the hope and inspire the liberation struggle. Because the next generation will come inspired for your story, what you did. But when you read all of these people, you are killing yourself. People are dying by the day. People are dying from hunger, insecurity, and everything is a mess. The next generation will be scratching their head. How these people did this? Why they did starting good and then end up bad? So The story of SPLM is not only about the past, okay? It is also about the future and the responsibility of protecting, improving the legacy of SPLM now belong to every South Sudanese citizen. So this is the thing that you guys, the future. So not only the past, you need to talk about the legacy right now, what country is heading. Huh? That's what you guys want to work on, because right now things are not good in the country. Yeah, SPLM.
How do you justify the distress that your tactics are causing those civilians?
No, it is not our tactics that are causing anything to these civilians. We have said when we were talking with the World Food Program, who came to us and said that there are people who are suffering. We said, yes, there are people who are suffering. There are people who are suffering in the countryside. There are people, few as they are, we are also concerned about them because they are part and parcel of the Sudanese people for whom we have taken up arms. So we made a deal. We said that we will allow food to go to genuinely needy people in government-controlled towns. This is unprecedented for a guerrilla movement to say they will let food go to government-controlled towns.
But there were conditions, weren't there, Colonel, because you insisted on food being brought to rebel areas as well, your own liberated areas.
That's not a condition. This is justice. You cannot ask me to let food go to needy people in government-controlled areas and deny food to needy people in SPLA-controlled areas. It is inconsistent. It is unfair. So to be fair, we say, there are people, and let us agree on this. It is a fact. I'm not making it up. There are needy people in the countryside. There are needy people in government-controlled towns. Let us provide food to both.
But I still ask you to justify the threat to shoot down an aircraft when that aircraft was taking relief supplies that were going to be distributed by international relief organizations and not by the government.
I think the justification is reciprocal between us in the SPLA and the government in Khartoum. We did not start it. We started it with goodwill. We said let food be given to both sides. The government in Khartoum says no, only to one side. And then people want to crucify us for saying what is correct, that food should go to both sides.
But Colonel, if such conditions are not met, does your threat to shoot down aircraft not responding to those...
If these conditions are not met, then there is a reason why they are not met. Something is being hidden. What is it that is being hidden? We don't know. So a plane that goes to WOW purporting to be carrying relief supplies could be carrying something else.
Oh, can you imagine all of these Genovese? Can you see how confident the late leader, Dr. Grant, how confident he was? How confident he was. Can you imagine if he was alive today, if he's still alive today, is South Sudan will be in this mess? You see how achievement, those of you who discredit SPLM, have you seen the confident sacrifice those SPLM forces, what they did, and you are taking that. They work hard, they shed the blood, sweat, and you want to take that, their sacrifice for granted? To discredit SPLM, SPLA, call every name there in the book, running your goddamn mouth in social media. Have you seen that? So my second topic is about the long journey although the future, I mean, a long journey, the long journey toward the freedom and self-determination. So as you have seen the video clip that I just played from our late hero, John Garang. May his soul rise in peace. Okay. You did your part. The part that left is for President Salva Kiir Mayardit to finish what you have left off for him to do. And that's why we call him President Salva Kiir to do the remaining part for both of you. You guys, two of you work hard for it, and for us, for your and the rest of your colleague. So the future of SPLM and South Sudan today. So these are the things. So the journey, South Sudan continuing its journey as an independent nation. Question about the future of South Sudan Liberation Movement, SPLM, SPLA, remain a center of our discussion all days, since day one, 40 years later. SPLM, SPLA remain a powerhouse for the South Sudan, or for South Sudanese people. So now the question is about the future of South Sudan. People remember, that's what the question we are asking the ruling party. So the country political direction going on right now and the development is very horrible, it's bad, it's bad. Seeing the struggle that contribute, like Dr. Grant and the rest, that contribute to the independent, for our independent in 2011, the movement has played a major role to shape the nation politic landscape. But the future present at this moment is different. So the present of different responsibility from the liberation era at this time is a huge difference. The struggle for liberation was primarily about achieving a freedom and self-determination. That's what the primary goal, and it has been achieved that. And the challenge right now, the challenge that the SPLM ruling party facing, is another chapter. Okay, the challenge in today is about the nation building. That's the challenge of today, the SPLM ruling party. It's about the nation building. The citizens are increasingly looking toward issues that reflect everyday life, including the peace, economy, growth, education, healthcare, infrastructure, development, employment, opportunity, and stronger institution in the government, stronger government institution. That's what the government wants. That's what South Sudan needs. But all of this are not there. Okay, we still in square one. Not even in square one, square zero actually. The future of SPLM may depend on its ability to adapt to changing a national realistic. Right now, the future of SPLM, you need to change the way they're doing stuff right now. You guys need to change. Things are not good. So we need a change. The responsibility to the expectation that the citizen need from you. We, the citizen, we need a change, a real change, not a flip-flop, not a lie and propaganda, all kinds of stuff. Many people hope to see a continued effort toward promoting unity, strengthening a democracy, process supporting a peaceful politician engagement politician like opposition in the bush. You guys need to engage with them so that the peace will come. Okay? Supporting the peaceful, that's what we need to see. And encouraging inclusive, the young people will always play an important role in the shaping the future. But the young people right now, the young people are not, because there's no, there's nothing for them in the country. Okay? Everybody now playing like soccer. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the young people marching like hearts in a pad, you know. It's really, see how you see marching with the Arsenal football fan. That's what they are doing, but they are not in training or give the resources that they can focus on, like to build their life. But they're not. They're not. Those, it's really sad when I've seen those kind of images with what other country, but not your own country. It's just sad. But who? Your leadership failed you. Okay. So the young people need to be power to create an opportunity for them, like education, skill development, job opportunity for them. Okay, that's what the country, what the responsible government do for the young generation. Hmm? Create jobs and a lot education, so they can do. The next generation will not only heritage from them, and the nation also they can shape how the nation will be progress. So the peace remain one of the most important foundation of the future of South Sudan and the future of SPLM. That's the peace. That's what you guys want. Like that's the major uh, uh, agenda now you guys need to work on. Okay, the future of South Sudan is also connected how country manage the opportunity. So all of this, yeah, being is really. Let me see here. I have another video clip from to take a break.
La chong quý là đi nghịch và mua ta chuối ta chiếm rồi cái cái gì mà ta guli nuôi cũng mà ta khani ta sẽ ra do cái là we ba nhang chim cái chụp ana bam chima ku ana ilamin ana la và du ba del kulu machine ma ku cái ne cái chang chile bin la da mu shaja yaji gulule na gal hasal kede la nazma kula na hina gidam wona chubu kula na ake ku be na kwani la ke lo ke birana tin nyende tan lo tin ko ben belwel wala zamenu namci be gali gwai kulana wala pianto acan bukala lo maneji na gonu kalam rina mi akubu ben yuj bu gal jam azol al maamul haja ma ji guna na moldu haja taran cingi lo du belwel ke lo ku kala wen ku ko kala lo gam fo gal wala na kundu be jay kulu na kulu be yar finu bulande bugul ke waji la kulala lo ay non chotiri du be jam ko de yaw kala nanu bina mol yene kene bulo na menu na kulu yafam Abdiran bende ino chakala badana da song dan anas bita SPLM kulu ko SPLM bin bimara da human gadin bobu karir ka bin human aka da adan ga don kulu yo gadin bimal da yi a ki wel ta dan inda faruwa shi ne sai mata kida nuna ku ya dogu maziga bukura ta zai dan na ya ta ya ku ya maziga in bai dan da yamul hajat katir fi Sudan tabuka joje pay abu wel.
That is our current president, General Salva Kiir. That is the time in the bush. You have seen him. And some of you in social media come out, criticize him, attack him every day. You have seen how hard he worked for our freedom. And you guys have enough to come out every single day to discredit him. Okay. President Salva Kiir has sacrificed everything. Okay. And this time of he in. I understand things are not going well in the country. But president and the country cannot progress without a cooperation of the entire citizen. So we let our country down, our government down, because we are divided. Divided people will not have a functioning government. The united people will have a strong government, strong country. But we are not there yet. We are so divided. So we are so divided. How can we have a strong government? How can we have a strong country when we are divided? So you need to ask yourself that question. So the SPLM for the 3 years, they have achieved the milestone, and we cannot take that legacy away from them. Those, for example, we have to appreciate the sacrifice that they made, but we cannot come out here to take away all of the hard work that they put in. By come out in social media, without them, the contribution they make during the time for 3 years ago, without them, you and I will not be talking in social media. We should give that credit to them. We should support them. We should encourage them, even though we see them, they are not doing a good thing. We have to support. We have to encourage. We have to be positive, not negative all the time. We have to say, okay, if they are failing, you cannot just keep them failing by attacking them. Just give them a support they need, what they need, a word of encouragement, advice that you are making, because this is how the country needs now. Some of you now are divided. You guys join us, the SPLIO, all kinds of things. All of this, because these people are the SPLIO and the other opposition because of self-interest, the power. Everybody want to be a president. Everybody want to be a general. Everybody want to be MPs. You see? What country is this? Everybody want to be a commander-in-chief. Everybody will have to have their own forces, military forces. How can South Sudan be progress? And how the SPLM can be a strong ruling party if the house is divided the way that the SPLM divided? Because all of this opposition that in the bush, they are a part of SPLM. So for that, Janubin, I'm coming to the end of my show. So thank you, the future. Thank you very much for watching this. The future is not, my closing remark is about the future of South Sudan, or the future of SPLM, SPLM, is not written by one generation alone. Okay? The generation of President Salva Kiir and his comrade, they were not only them, they were written. It's not our own generation too. Our own generation should do our part. But our own generation, as the one who's failing now, are the one who's divided the country. They're ethnics. The generation of President Salva Kiir, they already did that part. But our generation now are the one who destroy the work that the generation of Salva Kiir, they did. Generation of late Garang Mabir, John Garang Mabir made the Waniga, General Pagana Mom, and the list go on. You allowed, now our generation now are the one who try hard every day to destroy the work that the generation ahead of before us did for give us the independence of the country. But we won't discredit them, the work that they did for us and for the next generation to come. So what are we going to tell our generation? What are we going to tell the next generation to come? What we will tell them? That we fail? We divide ourselves? We should be ashamed of that, yeah, Jama. It is sad to see our own generation now are the one who doing this tribal hatred. They don't want, they divided us. And they are live comfortably in diaspora. Some of them are in here in America, enjoy life. Some of them are in Australia, Canada, England, Europe, Germany, Rome, you name it. And they are the one who talk to social media 24/7. So the decision and shaped by the decision made today is by The decision that we are making today it will hurt the next generation to come. So let us commit ourselves to talk about the peace, how to start the peace, trust, unity, reconcile. Let us do it so such that this is the call that we want. Let us stop this madness that we are divided. This is Dinga, this is Nuer, this is Shuluk, this is Maban, this is Yogotoria, and all of this. Let us stop this rubbish, nonsense. Use your social media platform to preach the peace. Okay, some of you that always criticize me, maybe you are tribalist, all kinds of. No, I'm not a tribalist. I always condemn people who are practicing tribalism in social media. So when I'm seeing them that are doing this, I call them out. That's why you see me, oh, maybe you are tribalist, because I'm calling these people out. I'm not. Okay. I just call these tribalists, those people who are dividing us, call them out. And they need to stop what they are doing. Okay. So all of the animals. So
Producer Ismail.
thank you, Ajama.
Matan junub matan yenga yiti jokir mayar matan yenga yiti jokran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ye ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ajalam galatinge kagating gaber kagating ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating bukalamna ayet po galamna akeu jotogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbagi mayardi ajalam merianda akeu jotogo wana jagdit ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating bukalamna ayet po galamna akeu jotogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbagi mayardi ajalam merianda. Matan matan yenga yiti jokir mayar matan yenga yiti jok matan junub matan yenga yiti jokir mayar matan yenga yiti jokran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ye ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ran welwo ba yenga ranjangi ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating bukalamna ayet po galamna akeu jotogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbagi mayardi ajalam merianda akeu jotogo wana jagdit ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating ajalam kagatinge kagating gaber kagating bukalamna ayet po galamna akeu jotogo wana jagdit jenu tir ke o garel pot o garin talbagi mayardi ajalam merianda.
Okay, Jamal. Thank you. Have a good night. See you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Have a good night. See you guys next time.